Hello and welcome to Skedline. I'm Clement Goh, and here's what's making news today. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh is fighting for a parliamentary seat in today's by-election in BC's Burnaby South. There are two other by-elections being held today, in Ontario's York-Simcoe and Montreal's Outremont riding. Outremont was left open after former NDP leader Thomas Mulcair left late August. Burnaby South is key to Singh, and winning the riding also means the NDP secure a spot in the House of Commons. Singh is going against Liberal Richard Lee, Conservative Jay Shin, and the People's Party Laura Lynn Thompson. Pope Francis says sex abusers will face the wrath of God after holding a 4-day summit into the issue at the Vatican. Victims across 5 countries came to tell their own stories of how they were abused by Catholic priests. Francis has announced an 8-point promise to prevent future abuse from happening. The church has also cited online pornography and sexual tourism, using sex services around the world, as factors that contribute to priests becoming abusers. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland is headed to Colombia today with other officials to speak to Venezuelan interim president Juan Guaido. Guaido was elected to replace current president Nicolas Maduro, accused of causing intense diplomatic tensions in the country. Freeland represents Canada as part of the Lima Group, an assembly of 12 countries looking to end the crisis in Venezuela. The group is speaking to Guaido after a weekend of bloody protest. Maduro's government forces clashed with protesters searching for supplies. A convoy of aid trucks were also reported to be attacked, with 2 trucks set on fire near the border of Colombia. So far, 2 individuals are dead and more than 300 are injured from the conflict all over the weekend. Maduro, backed by his government troops, is also accused of blocking the aid filled with food and medical supplies for Venezuelans. U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un are scheduled to meet again this Wednesday and Thursday in Vietnam. This comes almost 9 months after their first summit in Singapore. Both are now meeting in the Vietnamese capital of Hanoi. In a tweet, Trump stated he looks to follow up on their last talk, encouraging Kim Jong-un to completely denuclearize. In doing so, Trump says that North Korea could be a great economic power in the world while giving both countries an opportunity for business. And in breaking news from Nigeria, a new president has been elected in Nigeria. Muhammadu Buhari beat rival Atiku Abubakar, winning 14 of the country's 21 local governments. The election began on Saturday and also spurred protests around the country. About 40 people are dead from riots, with opposition groups taking authorities hostage. Ballot boxes were also set on fire, causing delays in some communities. For the election, more than $2 billion were invested in the process, for 84 million people allowed to vote. And that's your news to look out for this week. For more on these stories, head on over to our website on skedline.com. I'm Clement Goh. Thank you for tuning in.